The Edge.
Nick Jonas is joining us live in the studio. Nick, hello.
Hello, hello.
Hey.
Well,
How's it
Mardi
going?
Gras was on the weekend, and the gay community really loves you. Do you like being a gay icon?
Yeah, I'm honored. I mean, I wouldn't really call myself that. I feel like that's a
No,
title
you
they have.
can't.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah,
you've
they can.
become one.
yeah, but no,
Yeah.
it's an honor. I mean, I have always been so thankful for my gay fans and how
Yeah.
supportive they've been of me, and so yeah, I'm thrilled.
It means you're good looking, right? Because I'm no gay icon. Like,
You are. Come on.
Don't sugarcoat it, Nick. See, this is the thing. He has a big enough head already. You really can give it to him straight.
Okay, you're not.
I'm not a gay icon. I'm
Thank
no
you.
Kylie Minogue,
Nick Jonas
everyone.
said it. You know, Mikey has a really big problem with admitting that other guys are attractive. Like right now, I can tell you that you're hot, right? But Mikey can't say that.
He's a nice guy.
Can you say that he's good looking?
No, that's you can't do that.
Why?
You just save that for girls. Hot girls are hot, and guys are guys.
But like Nick, you could appreciate another good-looking guy and go, yeah, like he's got it going on.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, see, he's uncomfortable as well, Emma.
No, I mean, I've been. It's really interesting. Like people always do, for some reason, do the kiss, marry, and sleep. with
Yep,
Yeah.
yeah.
The politically correct word for the radio.
Yeah.
If you chuck
and-
a guy in there, yeah.
No, but they've been asking me for the Aussie guy version,
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay.
and that was interesting. So it was an odd one. It was Russell Crowe, Hugh Jackman, and someone else. I can't remember that.
So
Oh,
who did you kiss?
I can't remember.
Oh.
Can't remember what I said, but I think Hugh Jackman was Mary. Seems like a nice guy.
He seems like a family guy.
Seems boring then, right?
He
Like, you
seems
don't
like a
wanna marry the boring
trustworthy guy.
Now, you got famous from being a Disney kid with your brothers. How did you feel about now being solo and going out on your own?
It's an amazing feeling. You know, you take a risk and push yourself artistically and creatively, and to see that it pays off is an amazing.
What about
feeling.
your bros? How did they feel?
Good. It was definitely a tough moment when we decided to close the chapter for all
Yeah.
of us. But
And was it your
that's-
call? Like, did you sit
well,
down and...
I had started the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't just dictate that was the end of the
Yeah.
thing. But it was a conversation where I just was like, I need to talk about how I feel and our progress and what I think is next for us. And it was the right thing for all of us to say, yeah, it's time to finish that chapter. But it's good. My brother's got a baby.
Yeah.
And she's beautiful. My other brother just started a TV show with NBC.
So it's cool to just go
Cool.
and do your own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the right time.
Well, you guys all became famous from being Disney stars, like when you were kids.
Yeah.
And there's been quite a few that have come out, like Miley Cyrus and Selena Gomez, that kind of try and break that, like shake that Disney mold and that tag and show another side of themselves. Is that what you wanted to do with your career up till now?
To a certain degree, I feel like, it always needs to feel authentic and I guess coming from a real place. And sometimes I feel like the steps that people take don't necessarily feel that way.
Yeah, so you haven't done a Miley.
Well, yeah.
How did you feel about that Miley thing, by the way? There was like mixed reaction.
Which Miley thing?
Well,
the
the short hair, the nut. When she
the
just went nuts.
Crazy,
I
the
think-
VMA performance,
Yeah.
No,
basically.
I think that she's very smart. I think she knows what she's
She
doing.
knows what
Yeah.
she's doing, yeah,
Yeah.
right?
And-
Because no one
and-
was really talking about it before that, were they?
true.
Been
Yeah.
incredibly successful, so good for her.
Yeah.
And I think she's brilliant. I think she's very smart.
Now, you started out so young. How old were you when you kind of got thrown into the limelight?
When I got thrown in the light with 13, about 14, I started even younger than that. I did Broadway shows in New York when I was starting at 8 years old.
Man, so accomplished.
It's so
I feel
young.
like such a loser next to you.
Did you feel at any point that you like just wanted to be, I don't know, a normal teenager? Like you missed out on a few things that the other kids at school got to do?
I felt like being around other kids that loved what I love was better for me than being around
Yeah.
sort of what you would say was normal, just because I did regular school for a while and it was odd, I just felt like they didn't
So
get
did you drop out, or what did you do education
dropped
wise?
out. No,
Homeschool?
homeschool.
Yeah.
Homeschool.
Homeschool.
And look, be honest with homeschool. Like if it's your mum and dad teaching, you're just like, yeah, whatever, mum. Or do you
I'll
really?
do my homework later.
I wish it was like that. It was a satellite program, which means
Oh
basically
yeah,
like you
they've
get
got
like
them in the outback. Yeah,
a packet.
no, they do. School of the air, they call it.
Just
Yeah,
the way
Yeah.
you said
Yeah.
it was very funny.
yeah, the
Yeah.
outback. Yeah.
The bush, yeah.
So they basically just give you the packets and you fill it out and you read all the information and do the whole thing, which it's harder than mom and dad just being like, yeah, today, 2 + 2 is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, there you go. You heard it from Nick Jonas. You don't need school. Confirmed.
No, that's not what he said.
No, he said you don't need it.
Well.
He's done well. Yeah.
We just want to talk about your new song, Jealous, Nick. Now, is this true that the lyrics came from a real life experience where someone was perving on your beautiful girlfriend, Olivia, while you were at a restaurant to dinner?
We were out to eat. I don't know if they were really perving. They were just looking over.
Well, that's
too much.
perving.
It It was like 2 or 3 times, fine, but like the 5th or 6th time, we're clearly on a date. I was like, brother, come on.
You see,
Seriously.
I like it. To me, if a guy looks at my girlfriend, I'm like, I'm like, well, that means that he wants what I've got, but I own that and it's mine.
No,
and
but
this is the discussion, right?
Yeah.
It's like the whole thing of jealousy and if it's a good thing or bad thing. And I think beyond the song connecting, from like a melodic standpoint or whatever, like the discussion has been really interesting to me because I think there's a healthy degree of jealousy that comes into the picture.
Healthy, yeah. When you start,
And
okay, so could you
never
didn't-
being a possessive person or
Yeah.
like any of that, that's off limits. But a certain degree of like when you care about someone, you think about the worst case scenario, and and them running off to somebody else is that.
But
Yeah.
your girlfriend is smoking hot, so you'd prefer
She's
guys are
beautiful,
looking at her instead of ignoring her. Like, I've gone out with a girl before, and we'd go to the club, and I'd kind of just walk away. You're not proud of her. You want to be with a girl that you're proud of.
But this is the problem with guys when they're jealous, it's all right. But with girls, we're crazy. Like if we show a little bit of jealousy, we're crazy.
Yeah, you're insane. Yeah. But I mean, it's a turn off either way, isn't it? And Nick, you're right. There's like a level. So that guy looking at your girl, you didn't say anything, right?
No,
you just
no.
kept it in your head.
I just
Seething inside.
Yeah.
It was in my head. The next day, I went to the studio, started writing this one idea, and was like, I couldn't connect with it for some reason because I had to write.
You were
this other
jealous.
thing. Yeah.
You guys have so many like super cute loved up pictures on Instagram. How often do you guys actually get to see each other? Because she's got her own like modeling and like acting career going on as well.
Oh, and do you, like, the first time you said, I'm going out with a model, did that just feel amazing to get those words out there?
She wasn't really a model when we first started. I mean, it was part of her title as
Yeah.
the Miss Universe thing, but
Oh, that's even better. I'm going out with
Yeah.
Miss Universe. Forget the model.
yeah, I don't know. To me, she's just a really good, normal chick from Rhode Island. Comes from a really big family, and
Yeah.
it's a good thing.
And you've got to have all of that in common, don't you? The family
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always tell when someone comes from a big family. Like
Yeah.
myself
Yeah.
and her, and it's a nice thing.
Yeah, and as Emma was saying, there's lots of photos of you two on Instagram. And do you get to see her much? I mean, you're here in Australia. She's not here with you, right?
No, she's not here. I these days it's a little tougher. We don't see each other as much as we'd like to, but
Yeah.
everything comes in seasons. Like I'll be back in LA for a couple months shooting this TV show Kingdom that I'm on.
Yep.
And I'll see her then, and we just make it work when we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the long distance thing can work?
I think it can for sure. Yeah, you gotta stay on top of it.
You
So lots
Skype?
of like FaceTiming and sexy Skype sessions and
Yeah,
stuff.
like you'll speak to her every day, right, while you're here?
Yeah, every day.
Yeah.
A couple times a day.
And now we need to know, you used to wear this little piece of jewellery that we don't have on anymore.
No.
No,
he's got
his hands are bare.
He's got one hand in his pocket.
Yeah, I mean I don't have to show you for you to know it's not there.
No. It's
It's very warm in my pocket.
did you change your mind? Or, I mean, what is that?
No,
Like,
it's just growth. Who
Yeah.
you are at 13 or 14 when you make certain decisions and don't have a full understanding is very different than when you grow up.
because
and
here in Australia,
decide-
we don't quite understand it, because that is really an American
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
That
It is,
you call it a
yeah.
promise ring, right?
or
or a
Purity
ring,
ring.
yeah.
whatever.
So here in Australia, we really there might be a few
In
that do
most
it.
places, I feel like people are sort of it's a foreign concept.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a real American thing. So when you put it on, it's like a decision that you make yourself, or like they encourage you to do it, or how's it work?
It depends. I mean, everybody's different. My journey with it was about sort of roots in the church and other things, and that was an important part of my life. But as I said, as I got older, it became about who I am as a person and what I believed in. And you have to develop your own belief system, or you're sort of living not your own life, I guess, is the reality. And I'm very comfortable with who I am today and my decisions and.
the
feel like-
sexier Nick Jonas.
Yeah.
He's dating a model.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, Miss Universe. Now, talking of making your own decisions, we heard this quote that you said about a word. Just have a listen to this, Nick.
Slang word I think needs to go away is YOLO. Just find another way to say that. Like, tonight's the night. That'd be better, Get some hats with tonight's the night on it. But YOLO is out.
Funny you say that, Nick, because
Mikey's favorite word is YOLO.
yeah, and I actually I want you to hear this.
sorry.
I released a rap song.
He did not release it. He did a shit song
I released
for
it.
a segment
I
on air.
released a rap song
Listen to this.
called YOLO. Have a listen, Nick.
Yeah, YOLO! YOLO! YOLO!
What do you think?
I think it sounds like a hit. just
I told you not to be nice.
I don't know if I'll be buying it, but it sounds like a
Right,
hit.
but someone
There's a,
would.
there's a market
Yeah.
out there.
Look, just because I don't like the word doesn't mean a lot of people don't. You know.
Do you
They-
think it's overused?
I think it's kind of going away now, which is probably a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it's overused.
Yeah, probably shouldn't release
YOLO.
a song called YOLO. Yeah.
Well, it's never good to release a song about a temporary. I saw the craziest thing, by the way.
Yeah.
This guy had tattoos of like trends, like YOLO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all these like the dress. He had like the blue.
Oh,
and white.
no.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
What color was that to you, by the way?
Blue and black.
Really?
It was-
Because we
it was-
only see white and
I
gold.
know.
Like I've squinted my
Yeah.
eyes, I've shut my eyes.
We
and
got
opened
shit
them
eyes.
I
again,
saw
like-
it in real life, by the way.
Oh, did you?
did?
I was on the Ellen show last week, and she had it on the show.
She has the
She
dress.
had the dress.
Oh wow.
Whose dress was it? Where did this even come from?
What's funny is you would think it's like this, like, oh, it's the only one. By the way, it's so. But there was, it's like a dress you can buy.
Off the rack. Yeah.
There's like hundreds of them.
Well, that means you've got good eyes. Because
Yeah.
that's what it worked out to be, right? Like Emma and I don't have good eyes because we see it as white and gold. People with superior eyesight are seeing it as black and blue.
Interesting.
Yeah. So you've
Makes
got good
me-
eyes, you've got a good music career, you've got a good-looking girlfriend, and you're here in Australia and you're amazing. Nick Jonas, thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for coming in.
We should say Jealous is out right now. We're
Yeah.
smashing the remix
The
with
Tinashe remix
Thank
we've
you.
got on right
Yeah,
now.
loving it. And the album is self-titled Nick Jonas. They're both out now.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me, guys.
The Edge.